Welcome back to the Young Bucks podcast, episode number 56. 5-6. We're here today. It is almost the end of May. We made it through
with our whiteboard.
With our whiteboard, our plan, execution. Thank you. I checked last night. We got a little bit more reviews on Spotify and Apple lately. So thank you to everyone who's been leaving reviews. If you have not yet gone in there, if you're listening on Spotify, leave us a review. Apple, leave us a review. All the others, we appreciate your support. I don't really. I mean, you can leave a review there if you can on like Amazon Music and stuff like that. But much appreciation. We've been putting out shorts this week. Shout out to Chris, putting in the work on editing. We got the whole YouTube video out from last week's episode where we tasted colors. That was pretty fun. Definitely check it out. And subscriber count's going up. I don't know what we started at, but we're at 97 right now, so we're 3 away from 100. So that's pretty cool. We decided to delete our TikTok account. That is gone. It is banned. There's going to be no more Young Bucks Pod on TikTok. If you want to know why, just look up, what is it, Joe Rogan TikTok terms of service, something like that, or just kind of update, like he reads off like the list of the terms of in the update, basically just about some more detailed stuff that they are taking from you. So if you want to be aware and consider this for yourself, look into it, read what it is asking about you and from you. Most importantly and notably, just the ability of them to know your like files and your name, file names and types
within your device.
Yeah, the device you log into TikTok with. Just wasn't a good vibe. And granted, you know, who's to say YouTube, Instagram, Facebook,
this podcast.
Yeah, who's to say that those things aren't doing the same? But TikTok is just, you know, it's a foreign country. There's a lot of speculation about it. Montana even banned it.
Mm-hmm. Do your research.
So, yeah, we are no longer on TikTok, but more prominently on YouTube and Instagram this week. So, thank you for the support. Appreciate it a lot. And
we're also close to 200 followers on Instagram.
There we go. 100 on YouTube, 200 on Instagram. We're close. Yeah. Closing in.
We're getting there. Yeah.
Yes. And Young Bucks Pod got a few shout outs, at least one, last night at your graduation. Who knew? Who knew that would come about?
That was crazy. That was wild. I was not ready for that. I was sitting in the front row and I was like, did he really just say that?
That's free marketing right there.
It was.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure nobody in the crowd knew.
Like, I mean, who's to say there's not one person, like just one, you know, and maybe they're listening now. So if you're listening to us because you heard about us at graduation 4 days ago or whatever it would be,
yesterday.
Thank you.
4 days ago. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, also, this is gonna be dropping on Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day to those who served. It's also Murph Day, which we are very underprepared for. 1 mile, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats, and then running another mile, followed by the biggest breakfast you could eat.
Yes.
So
you'll have to drive down to Ohio and get some
get that Waffle
House.
You're not far off on that. You're not really too far off on that claim. I'm not lying.
Yeah,
we really could do it.
I'm not against it. We do the Murph in Ohio. Outside the Waffle House.
We run around the miles are running around the Waffle House.
Yes, and they feed us in the middle of it.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
Free marketing for them and an episode of the Young Bucks podcast for us.
Yes. Yes, indeed. So yeah, excited to do the Murph. I know we talked about this last year.
We did.
It was like, oh, you know, you can listen to us during the Murph. It might have been like the 3rd episode or something.
Yeah. So once again, you can listen to us during the Murph.
Yes.
Download the episode and listen to us while you run. You got it. Keep going.
That's it. Any other updates on your mind for the podcast?
There was one. It was something about the social medias. Download the episode for sure. Right now, go ahead, download it. as well as subscribe and follow us on the Instagram and YouTube pages. I've been more active story recently, so if you could just drop us a follow, go check out our page. We'd appreciate it. Links are in the description.
Potentially. Well, they will be.
Clearly, they are.
All right. Well,
you ready?
Yeah. It's cracking with Chris.
Welcome to What is Cracking with Chris. I am no longer an undergrad. I'm a graduated human being. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate the applause. Oh, it's unnecessary. It's really unnecessary. Please. Thank you. No, it's weird. Last night I graduated on Friday night. Sorry, when you're listening to this, it was Friday night. For us, it was last night, and it was weird. I can definitely say it was weird. Like walking down the aisle at the beginning, I was like, it was kind of weird, like thinking about like what was happening, and I didn't really like expect it.
Yeah.
Like not like expect to graduate, but like I didn't really.
The feeling.
Yeah, it's like with life, how you never really expect it to go the way you think it is, or nothing really ever goes the way you think it goes, like any big thing. And I mean, this was just one of those things where it's like you didn't really know what to expect, but like what it was different being in it than what you saw people like when they graduated being in it. Like it just felt different. Like watching you graduate, it was like, oh, and then like being in it, it was like, oh, like it was two different feelings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just it was a good night though. Just listening to everybody talk and kind of recap, and then getting to walk across the stage, and it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
I was thinking of what I could do, like stupid on the stage, but I didn't.
What was in mind?
Take my Be Real.
Oh man, that would have not been worth it at all. But you would have looked back on that, even months or a year from then, and been like, that was retarded.
I'm glad I didn't. Or like, no, I wouldn't. Maybe no, nothing. So yeah, it was just a good night all around. I had some people over last night. I had a pretty late night, but we're here.
Yeah.
We're here recording. Do you have anything to say about the
graduation experience?
From the having graduated, watching me graduate.
Well, first thought that comes to mind about graduation is, so I was a junior during quarantine, and I started like flipping shoes online and stuff like that, and like buying and selling stuff. It's called a cook group. You know, you cook the deals online.
Sure, of course.
Shout out to the chefs, the fellow chefs. Man, that was a time. But anyways, I thought that I was gonna ascend in the industry and like go balling out as a young junior.
In high school?
Yeah. Dime Supply with producer Rose. And so
Kyle.
I was really excited. My goal was to buy Nike Air Mags and wear them to the graduation, like walk across the stage in them.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's just like it's one of the most expensive shoes, or at the time it was like they're like 20, 30 grand. So I really thought like, you know, I mean, you see all these YouTubers online like doing it, and I'm like, it can't be that
hard.
You just gotta go. And I want to pull up in my BMW. Like I really like this was my goal. I'm not kidding. Like I was like, man, I'm gonna pull up in the BMW and wear my Nike Mags across the stage. Dime Supply shortly ended. The sneaker game died like shortly after that. It was tragic, and yeah, I'm I'm sorry about that, but it's just very entertaining to me that I thought that was going to happen, and it didn't. But my graduation, I think similar. It's like you expect it to be more than it is, and not more, but just like different. Like when you face reality versus like coming up
expectations.
Yeah. It's just different because like that's just the nature of it. For you though, I wasn't like thinking to myself like, oh man, like logically I was thinking like, oh man, it's been 2 years since I graduated, but emotionally I wasn't like, I feel like I've kind of like got to a place where I'm moving on from like high school being the peak, and so like, but for you, I mean like, I guess it was weird, but then I also thought about it more logically of like, oh, this was just like gonna happen no matter what,
right?
So it's not like, oh man, how's Chris graduating already? It's been, but like it's just like, okay, he was gonna graduate and now he's gonna like, we're just gonna keep doing this and like he's gonna get a job and so it was definitely like a lot of logic and not very much emotion. So I mean, congratulations. I guess it is cool. Like I think it is an actual accomplishment to like graduate high school because like it's not just like everyone can do it or does do it. Like there's like, it's definitely more of an anomaly to not do it, but it is actually an accomplishment to do it. So I mean, like, I don't know. You don't have to work hard. You learn stuff. You build skills and stuff like that. So I mean, it's cool. But since it is like something that everyone does, it is overlooked. But I think at the same time, it is a special thing. So I don't know. Congrats. Good job.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
I would say, I guess maybe it is more weird, like thinking about your classmates that are graduating. Like some of them, it's like, oh, like those were just like little kids, like when I first met them, and now they're graduating. Like I guess maybe, but
something like that.
And I see you like every day, so like it's not as weird for you, but for them, it's like, oh man, like that's kind of crazy.
So Henry just has no emotional feelings. Is what we're hearing.
No, actually, honestly, like, I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect like the speeches to be that good from the salutatorian, the valedictorians, and like
valedictorians.
Yeah, it was actually the co. Anyways, yeah, I was like, man, like this is actually like pretty special. Like these guys are, well prepared. Like if they're listening to this, like well done on all of them. They're very good. Like honestly, like pit in the throat, like for at some moments in time, because I think there was a lot of things that like your class went through the years, and it was on display last night, and you could feel it in the room. I think every teacher will talk about a class in a special way, but like you can tell all of them meant it as well.
Yeah.
So that was cool. And I do think like once you get to the end of your high school career, if you do attend a small like private school like we did, and the entire time you're kind of wrapped up in like these rules suck. I wish I was at public school because they can wear whatever they want, they can do whatever they want. There's more people there to be friends with. Like you just think it has like this very like illustrious appeal to it, and when you get to the end, you then are very thankful for the intimacy, the hardships, the dumb rules, that type of stuff like holds it together. And then I mean you could see that a few times, like that's what everyone was thankful for, was like some sort of like discipline or like structure that they had from like these older people who are like hard on them, but it's out of love. So I just think like overall like that type of like celebration really amplifies like the importance of having a school like that.
Yeah.
So but no, it was definitely like I was like surprisingly emotional about like some of the stuff.
Oh yeah, I was crying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I got teary-eyed for most of it. Yeah, most of the speeches. Pretty much the whole thing of all the speeches.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they're good, and that's cool because it's kind of like, but it's more. It seems like that type of situation is more like tears of joy.
Yeah,
So like those are always good to some extent. So no, props to graduation. Shout out to the school. they support us. Kind of. With their
here
words.
at the Young Bucks podcast.
With their words. And guidance. And, I think, like, I don't know, there's just a lot of great things that come out of there. So I'm very thankful for it. Clearly, everyone in your class was very thankful for it.
And I think it's time to be done talking about them.
Oh, for sure.
Now that we're done with the school, I think we could leave the bringing it up to a minimum.
Yeah. I mean, like, that definitely should work, unless the producer host comes back on the podcast and just wants to name drop everybody and everything. But no, yeah, I think, this last year, like, the whole podcast was kind of a culmination of your highlights from the place. And now it's going to be less topical, so
yeah,
definitely won't.
We should bring it up less.
I mean, sure. I mean, if you listen to the last, 10 minutes or whatever, that's their flowers. Like, they take that.
But it will be less and less throughout the rest of this podcast's life.
I mean, of course, because you're going to move into something else, and then you're going to talk about that, and,
instead,
high school will be behind you. Like, I mean, I know it's kind of weird to bring it up often, but, like, that's your life. Like, that's what you do. So, like, that's fine,
Yeah. So, yeah. That's pretty much what's been cracking with me. I was focused on that. Got the open house next week, and got a baseball championship to win.
Sick.
Imagine we lose, and then I just got to show up to my open house.
That would probably be tragic. No.
I'm not gonna care. Oh. That'd be alright. Yeah, that's all I got was graduation. That has been what is cracking with graduated Chris.
What's happening with Henry? So, like, I hate to say it, but I just, like, I don't know, I feel like I've been saying the same things, like, the last few weeks.
Well, then just say nothing.
I mean, I can keep it short and sweet, but, like, I mean, you're going through, like, some like, large updates, like, naturally progressing towards...
Like some massive things, yeah.
I'm just saying, like
no,
highlights.
Yes.
That are
life highlights.
More than
life highlights.
Mundane life. No, I just feel like I've been working a lot. I feel like I've been running around a lot, and, like, there's some areas in my life I need to address. Like, my sleeping routine's been terrible.
Mine was as well.
Like, I don't know what's been going on, but, like, I've just been getting, like, this major energy from, like, 10 to midnight, and then it's like I don't want to, like, what I need to do is just, like, what we say, like, I said that one time, like, shock the system. Like, I went to bed at 2 a.m. and I felt like I needed to shock the system and wake up at 5.
Yeah.
But
I went to bed. Yeah.
I feel like that's what I need to do is, like, just, like, have the alarm go off at 5, because I've been doing the terrible habit of alarm goes off, and mind you,
he is the worst at it. You are the worst at the alarm going off, getting up out of bed, hitting the alarm, and then going right back into your freaking bed.
For an hour, bro. I hate it, man.
He does it every single morning.
I hate it
without fail.
I'm ready to wake up. I'm ready to go spend some time with the Lord. I'm ready to go work out, and then I was just like, no, you're just gonna fall asleep for another hour, wake up, rush in the shower, maybe eat some breakfast, and go to work. Like, it's just, I need some structure, but I think, I just need to, like, take some time to evaluate what's going on and, address some things. But I'm very thankful for the work. I feel like things are moving along, well, and yeah, I don't know. Like, I really, like, I mean, been landscaping, been at the restaurant, been at doing real estate. Like, that's been going well. Like, having a job there has been very helpful. But then again, like, some of those things are, like, taking away from me, like, putting time into building my own. So it's more about time management, delegation, stuff like that. And yeah, like, that's really all I gotta say. Is it's kind of boring. Not much to it. Just, like, I just gotta
Get your life right.
Blast some holes. Yeah, that's really about it. I don't know. Yeah, like I truly that that's it. I don't know.
Okay.
So I mean, yeah.
Okay. Is that
Oh man, like, do you have like anything to like add in?
Oh.
Or just like
No, bro, you're just roasting your life and saying that you have nothing to talk about. So I'm like,
no.
no, you don't.
I'm not,
Because all you do is work and you don't wake up to the alarm and you.
Okay, yeah, I'm not trying to like roast my life, I guess, but I mean maybe a little bit. I don't know. I just need to like kind of order some of the chaos, you know. But yeah, that's it. So we can definitely transition into the next thing for sure.
Okay.
After that.
Man, okay.
Sorry, I apologize for like the last like 45 seconds, but now we can move into. We don't need the button for that.
For what?
The transition.
The end transition?
Do we?
Well,
Or
just
we
hang
can
on.
do it.
Just hang on.
Okay,
Just
okay,
wait for it.
go
Just
ahead.
wait for
Alright,
it.
yeah, that's fine.
Don't say anything. We're entering the world of game show. Welcome, Henry. Today, you have just entered the studio. We will be playing a game today. Thank you for coming. You are
What's
here.
the game?
Oh, thank you for asking. We're here to figure out what color you are. Welcome to What Color Are You? Henry Deering, it is great to have you. Why don't you introduce yourself while I get the game ready?
Hi, my name is Henry. I'm not aware. I was not aware, coming in today what this game was going to be. I don't know what the prizes are, but I'm very excited to participate. Originally, like the last 15 seconds, I've had to really evaluate this question. I thought I knew, but I guess we'll find out now.
Thank you. We are here today to figure out what is your color. I will be asking you 20 questions. You answer them. There will be 6 options to choose from. And I will pick the option that you feel is best. Excuse me. Sorry, it's my first time hosting a game show. Your prize is getting to figure out what color you are.
Yes!
And so today we will figure out the long-awaited question of what Henry Deering's color is. Question 1. What is your take on self-driving cars? A lift without a driver? Perfect. No more bad drivers on the road? Yes, please. Is it still a car if no one is driving it? So I can nap on the way to work now? Sold. Thanks, but I'll drive. Great. I'd rather focus on my friends than the road.
Definitely the second to last option.
Thanks, but I'll drive.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright.
That's your take on self-driving cars. Your college roommate is in town for a visit. What's the plan? Bike tour! 3 museums in one day? Yes, it's doable. The Japanese gardens at the park are beautiful this time of year. I'll ask what they would like to do. I've got season tickets for the hometown team and they're playing tonight. I'll introduce them to my favorite underground club.
We got tickets to the game.
Tickets to the game. Alright. Your favorite ads calls out of the blue and wants to treat you to lunch.
Okay.
You get to pick the place. Where do you choose? A sushi restaurant specializing in fish from the Black Sea. The restaurant with the highest rating on Open Table. A place halfway between where the two of you live. Your favorite place with a great view. Her favorite place. The hottest new place in town to give her something to talk about with her friends.
We're meeting in the middle.
Meet in the middle?
Yeah.
Halfway between. Question 4. What is your favorite kind of reading material to curl up with?
Oh boy.
It's all about the local zines. Russian lit. My favorite volume of poetry. Self-help. I can always be better. The New York Times. Real news. Nothing like a well-written mystery.
Let's go with the be better one.
Self-help?
Yeah.
Question 5. What kind of place would you most like to live in?
Okay.
Anything that is walking distance from art galleries and music venues.
Bookmark that one.
Close enough to the ocean to feel the breeze and hear the waves. A small town where everyone knows everyone. A reasonably priced home that's close to work. In a cabin with no neighbors for miles. A loft in the area that still hasn't been gentrified.
I want to go with the small community one.
Everyone knows everyone?
I feel like that'd be close to work still if it's a small community.
You're ordering a drink at the bar. What do you get? A refreshing Mai Tai like I had on the beach in Hawaii. Shots for everyone. The House Cabernet. Bottomless mimosas. Vodka, ice cold. And Abinsnathi.
Man, I have no
We are aware.
desire to have any of these. However, isn't the mimosa the orange juice? Yeah, I'll rock with
Bottomless mimosas. Great answer, great answer. What's your dream car? It doesn't matter as long as it gets me from point A to point B. I'm happy as long as it has great surround system, a sound system. An electric vehicle to reduce carbon footprint. A rugged all-wheel drive SUV. Something with enough room for all of my friends. A classic rebuilt motorcycle from the former Soviet Union.
I'll go with option A, was it? That point A to point B?
Oh, yes,
yes. Yep.
What job would you be terrible at?
Oh boy.
Tax preparer
Podcast
/ accountant, police officer, mortician, street artist, preschool assistant, plumber.
Can you read through them again? Actually.
A tax preparer /
Got it.
accountant, police officer, mortician, street artist, preschool assistant, and plumber.
I'm gonna go with mortician.
Mortician. Henry, what is your pet peeve? Conventional ideas, people, indecision, loud noises, negative energy, close-mindedness.
Ooh. I'm gonna say it's between closed-minded and negative, which those kind of go together. But I would actually say probably closed-mindedness is probably the biggest pet peeve.
Okay.
Indecision's up there too, but I struggle with that. Like that's the pet peeve for myself is indecision. For other
Do you
people,
want to go back and do an indecision?
No.
Okay.
But like I was talking outside the game show. But for this, say closed-minded.
What mythical creature do you wish actually existed?
Unicorn.
I guess
How
it's,
is that?
I don't.
1 of 6.
Maybe they think it's real.
Maybe it's real.
Sasquatch, Medusa and the Minotaurs,
No.
leprechauns, gnomes and fairies, griffins and dragons, mermaids, or Santa Claus.
Santa for sure.
You wake up in the morning, and the first thing you realize is that you left your phone in an Uber last night. What do you do first? Curse uncontrollably. Use Uber Help, just like that last time you left something in an Uber. Grab your burner phone and call your assistant / friend / mom to help you find it. No, to find it for you. Go back to bed. Use your Find iPhone app on your laptop to locate your phone. Order an Uber on the off chance it's the same driver will pick you up.
Probably the call all friends and family.
With the burner phone?
I mean, I don't have a burner phone, so then I guess the laptop one.
With Find Your iPhone?
Yeah.
How many people can be left at your party and it still be a party? 10, 4 to 9, 3, 1 to 2. Doesn't matter, you'll be in bed because you have an early meeting. Doesn't matter, you'll be at an after party anyway.
1 to 2.
Still a party with 1 to 2, of course. Is it acceptable to break up via text? Of course. The fact that anyone would even ask this question is evidence that there is no objective moral reality left in this world. Not if you are married. Only if your mom...
What the heck, man?
Only if your mom thinks the person is a creep. Only if you've broken up with this person more than 2 times previously. As long as you have someone else you are interested in.
I'm gonna say the creep one. Because, like, just say, like, yeah. Imagine just, like, the worst creep that you've, like, you, yeah. That's the least of that.
Okay. If you are really, really drunk, where are you most likely to find yourself? Outside the library, in a biker bar, in an Uber driving from party to party, unable to get more enthused enough to interrupt your conversation with the driver, in an open mic poetry slam trying out a story about your coworkers, sitting at home with your Fitbit on to make sure your heart is still beating, or at the club still drinking.
I mean, probably the Fitbit one, if any.
You sure you're not at an open mic poetry slam?
It's close, but no.
How many of your Facebook friends post scientific studies proving that the dark government is adding chemical to the water to supply alternate hormone levels? Negative number, 0, 1 to 10, 11 to 100, no clue, no Facebook.
Probably 1 to 10. Honestly. At first I was like nobody, but then the more it went on, I was like, actually, I think I've seen stuff like that. So
The afternoon just opened up. What now? Take a nap and then chill? Find a meetup, any meetup, with more than 50 people registered. Start writing a proposal for a new project you want to pitch to your boss. Catch up with as many friends as possible. Work on perfecting your Hearthstone deck. See what happens.
see what happens.
Love it. Question 17. Thoughts on brunch? I have standing reservation at my fave entry where all the servers know my order. I prefer the 4A breakfast so I can sleep through brunch. Anywhere quiet, leisurely, and vegan friendly. It's always a quest. I'll travel far and wide to get to what's happening. Wherever my friends will be. At my place. Ugly eggs are my specialty.
Probably wait, is it saying like having brunch at my place? Then, yeah, I'll just go with that. Probably.
Your ideal vacation includes the most difficult climb you've ever done, a bungee jump, and maybe a base jump. So much relaxation you forgot what day it is. The chance to visit your East Coast friends. Use your points at a resort that has a super high rating as long as you have been researching it. A hike to stay at 7 different cabins in rural Slovakia. Spend the whole time revisiting the museums and libraries of your favorite European city.
What was the question?
Favorite vacation. Ideal vacation includes.
Maybe the Slovakia one. I'm not gonna lie, I zoned out for the first few.
It's okay.
Slovakia.
Finally, no, this is question 19, but it still says finally. Finally, your genius is being recognized at work. In addition to the raise in your pay, you're responsible to design your own workspace. Which is it? You stay with your team, just a very sleek treadmill desk. You go for a corner office with blackout shades. You get an office between 2 VPs you could conceivably replace. You get a massage chair for your office. You convince them to use the money to make an employee lounge. Dedicated fiber subscriptions to Bloomberg, Lexus, Medline, and 99 magazine journals. Treadmill desk, corner office,
just get the employee lounge.
Employee lounge.
Yeah, just get the employee lounge going.
Final question. You're driving to work, running a bit late. When you come upon a long line of traffic waiting to turn on the street you need to take, do you wait in line and start making calls? Wait in line and turn up music. Drive toward the end of the line and start waving and smiling at the other drivers until someone lets you in. Drive to the end of the line and force your way in. Wait in the line and practice mindfulness. Drive toward the end of the line and hope you see an opening. If not, let your ways figure out a new way to work.
Probably calling people.
Just sit in the line and call.
Yeah.
Alright, it's analyzing your answers. Our results. Your color is orange.
You need to pay $19.99.
Yeah, I was gonna say if they did that. You're an orange. Congratulations, Henry. You are orange.
Thank you.
Your attributes are optimistic, you're friendly, and you're perspective. Optimism and friendliness characterize people, like you, whose personality color is orange. You are friendly and nurturing, but may need to take care that your good nature doesn't lead others to unload all their frustrations on you without any reciprocation.
I feel complete now that I know
Yeah?
my color is orange.
But you're orange and orange, I think.
What does that mean?
Like, so you could have been like orange and green, orange and gray, orange and red, orange and purple, orange and blue. Well, you were orange and orange.
So,
When orange joins forces with another orange, an enjoyable association is bound to result. Orange being the joy and optimism everyone knows exactly when to help and when to step back. The only real problem for the two oranges is that neither of you may be comfortable taking the lead because you both enjoy being helpful. Of course, one of you may know that the work environment so well that you may enjoy taking the lead even if it's not your natural style. Regardless, given your mutual desire to make the world a better place every day, you are sure to find ways to mesh together and get the job done.
nice.
We are orange. I think this
Sweet.
podcast is orange. Or a double orange podcast.
Do you think you would be orange?
Yeah.
Did you take the quiz? You should have taken it, and then you would have known, and then, like...
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't know if we could only take it once.
Fair enough.
So I was just waiting.
Well, just take it. You can take it over the weekend, and we'll talk about it later.
Next spot.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel knowing that you're an orange?
I mean, I just feel like... I guess I don't really have much context to what all the colors are, but... like what they mean and stuff like that, but based on what orange based on what Orange had to say, though, I'm on board with it. I can rock with it. I can get with that. I'm not a big orange guy as far as like clothing and like just the colors that orange could be, but yeah, that's cool. I'm good. I'm good with it. Solid. Acceptance. So yes. Good job. Good game.
Thanks.
Time for the draft.
Yes, we're bringing back the draft.
The draft is back.
We've been a little minuscule on the drafts recently, but we're here.
Is that even the right way to say minuscule?
Definitely not, but I wanted to say it.
Go ahead. We'll just cut it.
Welcome to the Endless Player Draft, Part 3. Third time we've done it. Endless Teammates Draft. We got it down. It's teammate's best teammate they ever played with. We're gonna, or not, we'll see what happens.
And the player is Montrezl Harrell.
We generated Montrez. He's here. Montrezl. Henry, I went first last time, I think. Go ahead.
Alright, with the first overall pick, I think one thing about best teammates of Montrez, like most iconic, you think Montrezl Harrell, you think Patrick Beverly was my first pick. Who you taking?
Man, Pat Bev, he's made his way around.
Yes.
Pat Bev, he's had some good teammates, but I think, are we doing all-time or current? I guess we could have, are we doing like their all-time best teammate or their like current?
Like the current form of the player?
No.
Or the player at his best?
Sorry. Can I take someone retired?
Sure.
I mean, like, are we doing like retired players too?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Like all time as like any player ever. Okay. I was just prefacing that.
There's a plethora of people. There's a cesspool of talent.
You're right. Man, he's in like so many different teams.
Come on, man. First name that comes to mind when you think about
Vucevic.
that.
I'm taking Vucevic. First overall pick.
man.
Vucevic.
All right. Nikola Vucevic. He's been a Bull. He's been a Magic. He's been a Magic.
He is a singer and a
What?
and
Sixer.
a Sixer.
Forgot about that. But that was brief. Taking Vucevic, man. I think
Vucci main.
the Vucci main. I think I gotta go iconic player. Terrence Ross.
Okay.
The Orlando Magic.
Okay. Terrence Ross. I think I'm gonna come back at you. Torrey Craig.
Torrey Craig, really?
Torrey Craig.
Just right off the bat.
This season.
All right. Then I'm gonna take Jokic. From the Denver Nugget days. Jokic and Vucevic kind of up there, the same status.
Yeah. Okay.
I figure Jokic complements like Terrence Ross really well in the defense that Pat Bev brings. So overall,
Okay. Man, Jokic. If I'm just thinking like Jokic, I think playoffs,
right?
and then once again when I think playoffs, I think Gary Harris.
All right, Michigan State native or native
Alum.
alumni. Well, did he graduate?
He's an alum.
Michigan State alum. Man, Gary got a slide to the Magic too.
Yep.
Full circle, man. Taking Gary Harris. Man, I think we gotta go. No. Man, Gary Harris. I haven't seen anything from Gary Harris in a minute. Did he get moved to a new team after Orlando?
I don't know.
Did he?
I don't know.
He did, but I don't know where. Maybe the Wizards?
Maybe Washington. I was thinking Washington as well.
That sounds about right.
But I'm not going there.
We have no fact check.
Yes.
All right. Thinking.
Thinking B.
Gary Harris. I think we're gonna slide Jokic to the 4 and go with Miles Plumlee. Mason Plumlee.
Mason Plumlee.
To rock the 5.
Okay. Give me Kawhi Leonard.
Whoa, Mason Plumlee's teammate Kawhi from the Clippers.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take
Kawhi.
Okay. Then to round out my squad, I think we only need a guard. So we'll go with Manu from the Spurs.
Okay.
Manu Ginobili.
Okay, Manu. So I have Gary Harris, Torrey Craig, Kawhi, Vucevic.
And you need a teammate of Manu.
And I think I need a 4. So Boris, no. Boris. Give me
Good
Tim
pick.
Duncan, bro. Give me Tim.
You're taking
freaking
Tim
Duncan.
over Boris?
Yes, I'm taking Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan is gonna play my 4.
Alright. Well,
Who's my point guard? I don't know, but who's gonna play point? Kawhi.
alright, that's what's up. Good team.
That was
man.
the endless player draft.
Man, brought it back. We'll see you on Instagram with that one.
And speaking of stop signs,
Speaking of stop signs,
no,
we're not speaking of stop signs.
no. I just have a question for you. Do you think that the Celtics will come back from down 3-0?
I hope not, bro. I really want to see Miami in the finals. I really want to see Jimmy get his first ring, and the rest of the Miami Heat squad. Kyle Lowry is a likable dude.
Number 2.
Number 2. for him. Yeah, I really want to see Miami in the finals. But you know, I mean, it is history. So as a basketball fan, you know, I wouldn't be mad at it.
I would, because it's the Celtics.
Yeah, I don't really like the Celtics very much. Here's the thing. I like Brown and Tatum. Like, I like their games. I like watching them. I even like Smart, but I just like the Celtics themselves. I like the brand Boston Celtics. I'm not a fan of. So, but then again, I'm an NBA fan, so I like watching the games. If they do it, I'm not mad. I just prefer Jimmy and company take care of business tonight. So that's where I'm at with that. Do I think they can do it? Yes. Will it happen? No.
I don't think so.
But it does seem like the most likely 3-0 lead to ever get blown.
It does, just because how weird the thing has been this year. The playoffs.
The playoffs. Yeah.
They've been really weird this year, and just with all the different seeds making it, and
yeah,
it's for real.
June 1st, finals game 1. So we'll see. Either it'll be over tonight until game
This
1
Friday,
of that,
this
or
Saturday. No, this
Thursday. So yeah, super excited for that. I got my jersey down to a top 3, probably a top 2. So next week I'll be rocking it on the pod. I'm excited. Get my jersey in because I had the better bracket.
I low-key might buy one.
For yourself? Alright.
Alright. Speaking of stop signs.
Speaking of stop signs, this has been a great episode 56.
It
Thank you
has
for
been.
joining us on this endeavor. We appreciate you. Thank you for supporting. Shout out to our YouTube channel.
Yeah, shout out to the YouTube channel. We've been pretty consistent over there. Appreciate all the support we've been getting over there. Just keep it going. We'll keep it going. Keep watching our videos. Keep liking, subscribe, share it with your friends. With our reels, share those to your story.
Post them to the store. We appreciate it.
We'll shout you out. Shout out to Travis Auclair.
I
Posted it to the story.
Man.
He posted it to the story. Shout out to you. Appreciate it.
And that's been 50.
That's 56.
Yeah, we'll see.